Hey, it's starting out with D-Grill here. I've got some wild caught Argentine red shrimp. I've already thawed a bunch out, and so I'm going to be smoking them on the Weber Genesis 2 E310 propane gas grill with some applewood chunks. I'm basically going to go out, take you out and get the grill warmed up. And basically I'm just going to be cooking these with after things get warmed up, I'm going to drop it down to half on all the knobs and just grill about 2 minutes each side and check them out after that. So I'm going to take you out to get the grill warmed up. Alright, so I've got my smoker box with the applewood chunks over here under the grate. Since this is going to be a pretty quick cook, I just laid the grates flat with the smoker box underneath there. So I'm just going to get things fired up now to start getting it warmed up. Close that up, let it get nice and hot and smoky, and take you inside. We're going to start prepping these shrimp. I basically put all the shrimp in the bowl here. I've got some extra virgin olive oil. If you have just regular virgin olive oil, that'll give you less smoke from the oil. But I just have, like I said before, tons of extra virgin, so I use it. I've also got some Mrs. Dash garlic and herb blend. So I'm basically just going to pour some oil in the bowl here, get the shrimp mixed up in it, put them into the pan again, get some Mrs. Dash sprinkled all over them, and they'll be ready to go. So I'll bring back in one sec once I have that all complete. Alright, so that's a close-up look of our shrimp there. Got the oil on them, sprinkled Mrs. Dash on both sides of them, so they're ready to go. Once things are nice and smoky out there, we'll get them on the grill and start cooking them on maybe about 2 minutes each side. I'm not going to need to use the iGrill 3. This is all going to be just kind of like a time thing, and whatever the temp is with the burners on half is going to be what it's going to be, and we're going to go for it. So I'll bring you back when it's time to put them on the grill. Okay, so although I'm starting to get some smoke and such, even when I had things turned down to half on each dial, the temp was still at about 500 degrees. I've turned it down to a quarter, and the temp is still around 500 degrees. And it's pretty interesting that the temp is staying that hot this evening. But I'm going to give you the weather report here. It's partly sunny, 82 degrees, real feel 84 degrees. Humidity is 50%. There is no wind at all. So with no wind, and things are kind of crusting towards evening, I'm surprised that the temp now is still pretty warm. I know I got that smoker box going, but in order to bring that temp down a bit, I think I'm going to have to probably drop off, I'm going to drop the middle burner off out of the picture and try and get things down to maybe like 400 or 450-ish, and maybe 400, and then try and get the shrimp on. Things are starting to smoke from the smoker box though. So I'll bring you back in a little bit, see if I can get this temp down a little. Okay, so I basically ended up having to kill both my middle and my far right burner, and the temp is hovering around 450 on the grill dial now, and it's coming down a bit, and the smoke's looking good. So I'm going to throw them on now, but it's kind of funny. I'm going to be basically cooking shrimp with indirect heat at this point, but things are still over the 400 degree mark. So I'm going to stick them in, give them about 2 minutes, check them, flip them, and give them 2 minutes on the other side, see if that works for them. Alright, so I've got about 2 minutes to get my tongs washed, so I'll be right back. Okay, it's been a couple minutes. Gonna see how things look in there. I'm gonna flip them over. Looks like they're starting to get that Thick white color. Alright, gonna give them about 3 minutes on that side and then probably take them off. So I'm gonna run and wash the tongues and I'll be right back. Alright, so the shrimp have cooked for another 3 minutes, that's 5 minutes total. The grill hood temp is reading about 375 now with just that far left burner going, smoker box going. So gotta check them out, probably pull them off. Yeah, they look good. I'll pull them off and do taste test time here. I'll just turn things off. We'll let that smoker box burn itself out. Alright, so I'm going to take these inside and it'll be time for a taste test. Alright, now that we're inside, just one more quick look at our finished product here. And so I'm thinking, you know, next time I'll just have to make sure I get that temp to about 400 instead of saying we're just going to go halfway with the burners, because you never know what the temp's going to be. So, you know, about 400 or so, and you can cook them as long as the temp's there. However, the burner configuration you need goes. So, time for the taste test. Alright, so I have a shrimp here. Gonna do a taste test of the shrimp. That's a thumbs up shrimp there. Definitely taste some of the smoke in there and some of the seasoning. So it turned out good. So if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and good eating.